The government will in the next few weeks break the ground for the construction of a 17 billion shillings leather processing facility in Athi River. The facility, dubbed the Leather City, will be set up on a 500-acre piece of land and is expected to spur investor interest in the sector that had succumbed to lack of raw materials and a high cost of production. KTN's Charles Gitonga has the details.
The Ministry of Industrialization has unveiled plans to revive Kenya's leather industry as part of efforts to transform the country's industrial sector. On the cards, the ministry plans to sink 17 billion shillings into a sector with the potential of generating as much as 55 billion shillings. The government plans to spend 7 billion shillings to develop base infrastructure, including electricity, water and sanitation services, and then invite private investors to set up the rest of the facility at an estimated cost of 10 billion shillings.
Government's own commitment in the current financial year in starting and kicking off this program is something to the tune of 1 billion Kenya shillings.
Currently, Kenya exports the bulk of its leather in raw form to India, which earns the country 10 billion shillings annually. These earnings could shoot up to 100 billion shillings if the country is able to add value to its leather and export the finished products.
We want to encourage and using appropriate policies to make sure that we see more processing of leather products here for export.
The city will help investors in tanneries to leverage on the infrastructure to produce fully processed leather for local and international markets. The initial phase will target at least 15 tanneries, each with a production capacity of 10 tons of hides and skins per day, and at least 10,000 pairs of shoes, handbags, leather garments and industrial gloves, among other products.
There are tanneries that are scattered across the country. We want to encourage them to now be able to locate in this centralized process where infrastructure is going to be shared.
The planned revival of the leather industry comes on the backdrop of the Buy Kenya, Build Kenya policy that has been seeking to expand the local market for locally made goods. Charles Gitonga, KTN.